Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a little Myers talk session with you. All because of this amazing news from Trick or Treat Studios. We're going to be making pretty much all of the Michael Myers figures from all the movies. Halloween 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, maybe even Resurrection and H2O and all that stuff as well. I don't know, man. Definitely doing the 2018 version there. These two images, I can't remember who took these, but I basically saved every image I could find on Instagram and Facebook, and these two were pretty nice clear shots. So I zoomed in on the masks, and these were on Instagram, and then I pulled them off Instagram. They were, I put these pictures on Instagram. So go to my Instagram, Dean Knight free. Check out the pictures up on there. But basically just used the filter that's on Instagram to darken things up a bit. And then I used that one called Structure, where you can make it look really gritty. And I turned that up to bring out all the kind of grit in the mask. And it makes the lines in the 2018 a bit more obvious. You can see the discoloration around the eye holes, the eyebrows, the nose, the lips, the neck. It looks fantastic, man. It really does. So, I mean, you can see it good here, but like I said, go to my Instagram at Dean Knight free, and you can check out those two pictures and more. Like I said, I just messed with the filters a little bit just to bring out the detail, because they are very brightly lit in that cabinet. It's really bright. And that is obviously not really how you're supposed to see Michael Myers. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was the coveralls, which I can sort of give you a preview of right now, because I do believe these coveralls are done by Tanila's Customs, and that lady made these coveralls right here. So you got 78s and 2018 coveralls. I mean, you can tell by the collar, the stitching, the double stitching, which is really hard to do. You can tell that it's Tanila's stuff, even down to the buttons, those silver buttons. So, I mean, I can tell you, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same kind of material. So, I mean, it's not too thick. It's like 1/6 scale, so it should be in scale. So you don't want it to be really thick when you're doing this. So it's nice and thin and hangs really naturally. And it even looks like we've got the same kind of blue shirt there as well, because you can just see it's the same kind of shirt. Now obviously this head sculpt is a custom head sculpt. That is not kind of don't think about that. That's just like a one-off kind of custom head. The knife is a real knife by Shadow Fergo on Instagram. Real metal knife, very sharp. And the boots, we saw the tread in the video that Trick or Treat Studios put out. I think it was on their Instagram or something. It's one of those portrait mode videos, live at the Toy Fair 2020 event. They showed the tread underneath the boots, and it looked really detailed, man. It was fantastic. So suddenly a light bulb went off in my head, and I thought, hang on a minute. I mean, if Tanila done the coveralls, I mean, I've got Tanila's coveralls, so I can kind of just show you like a little preview. I mean, in theory, they should kind of be the same as this. Maybe they updated the material or something like that, but these were great. There was really no need to do anything to these, I don't think. Awesome. Then we got the 1978 ones. Now these again were by Tanila, and you can tell again by the collar. You can always tell by different artists' collar who did it. You can always tell the Yunsil one by the collar on that. You can tell the Tanila ones by her collar, and you can tell the other guys by theirs. But yeah, you can just tell. I can just see it. That's definitely Tanila's work. Now obviously these ones are green. But they do look blue in certain light depending on how you got it lit. But this was a very, very short run. I mean, it's just me and Chris Nelson, a few other people, I don't know. Yeah, I just very, very lucky to have a pair of these right here. There weren't too many of these made. But again, very nice thin material, nice and in scale, you know. Not too thick, not too thin, but definitely more thin than thick, but very, it's very sturdy, proper material used here. The stitching is immaculate, really. The elastic around the waist, nice and tight the way it should be. So this is the kind of work you can expect. I mean, I don't know if Tanila did all of the suits that are going to be coming with the mass-produced figures. Maybe she just, did the prototypes and then they studied them and copied them using her, blueprints and material choice and stuff like that. Just replicating what she does, but I don't know. Maybe she did do them all. I don't know. I doubt it though, because that's a lot of coveralls. But they're great, man. They really are good. That is One's Customs Blackest Eyes version 2 head. That's a custom head. So obviously sort of disregard that. But I left it on there obviously to complete the look. But obviously these heads have real hair. And, you know, completely custom made from scratch. Again, real hair on this one. Eyes inside there as well. Well, they've all got eyes inside, but this one's nice and embedded in the mask. So it always reminds me of a great white shark. Little preview kind of, you know. Little preview of what's coming from Trick or Treat. I mean, that's the other thing, man. This is important. Now, you think these figures are $119, like $119.99 maybe, you know, basically $120 for the complete figure. And custom coveralls by anyone, by the different people who do them out there, they're going to set you back the same or more than this complete figure. And seeing as these coveralls are made by the people who do these, it's, you know, it's a complete whirlwind of a turnaround, because suddenly you can buy a complete figure with everything and an amazing head sculpt and the coveralls and a body and the boots and the knife and the t-shirt for the same price as just a single pair of coveralls. So it's pretty damn. This is a massive one for the Michael Myers community. You know, everyone can own this now. And I'm wondering what's going to happen. I mean, people are always going to want custom figures, you know, because you can't really beat the custom ones. But it's interesting what's going to happen in the future now that these are being made. How's it going to affect things? So getting another look. I mean, I should probably just message Tanila and say, can you confirm 100% if these are your coveralls? But I'm pretty damn sure they are. Could be wrong. I'll let you know if I am. But you can see the double stitching here. It's the same. Two lines of stitching, then a single line going around here. You can tell by this, the way that comes out and stitches down like that. The buttons, yep, you got your buttons, they're there, and yeah, man, you can just tell by the shape of the pockets. It's the same thing. It's the same damn thing, and the same stitching here. Which you might not be able to see too well. See how it goes up? I mean, it should do obviously, but it's the same. It's all the same. So, I mean, it is like giving you a little preview of the coveralls from these figures, because if they're done by Tanita, then you can expect good stuff. She does fine work when it comes to these figures, the coveralls, man. And Dave, her husband, does the knife. That's one of his knives there. Real metal, real wood. Although the figure from Trick or Treat Studios, he'll probably come with a plastic knife. You never know. I doubt we'll get a metal and wood knife with a figure that costs 120 bucks. But you know, you can get custom knives out there. Obviously, I mentioned. Whoa, we lost him. God, he looks so creepy on the floor. Expect him to just rise up like he does in the movie. He's tough though, man. He can take it. He's fine. Where's this stand? There you go. Drum carpenter's the shape. The shape. The shape. Great white shark, more like. This head sculpt, more than any of them, really does remind me of the great white shark look. Again, that's the Blackest Eyes version 2 from One's Customs. Crazy. Just swimming through the ocean. Blackest Eyes. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Hang on. Let me get rid of this. Shrink it. Make it small. There's probably a quicker way to do that, isn't there? You young'uns, you millennials, you'll be laughing at how slow I am to do that. Now, if you look at the 1/6 scale Trick or Treat Studios 78 Myers head sculpt, was sculpted by Justin Mabry, who sculpted the Trick or Treat Studios life-size mask. That's the same thing. Look, they shrunk it down to 1/6 scale. That's crazy. Look at the eye holes, cheeks, the lips. Camera is zooming out instead of zooming in. But yeah, man, that's the same thing. Just shrunk down to 1/6 scale. That's badass. I like the the sculpted hair on this. At least you don't have to keep messing around trying to do the horns all the time. They're already done for you. And the actual sculpt of the hair looks really nicely done. I love the shape of it. It's not too flat at the top. That would really bug me. It's got a nice bit of volume, just like it should do. Show you the picture again. Those of you who know me, you already know what I'm going to show you. But those of you that don't, I'll show you. Show you what I'm talking about. See that right there? That's like one of my ultimate images of the 78 Mars, and you see how in the center of the hair it just gets a little bit taller than the sides. Really like that shape to the hair. And they've done that, which is cool. It's just crazy to think about it, man. 120 bucks for each of those. You get a complete figure, head sculpt done by Justin Mabry, coveralls I think pretty much designed by Tanila, same coveralls here. The knife, the boots, the body, a stand hopefully, and a nice box. Finish off the deal. But all of that for 120, and like before these existed, before they came into existence, you pay more than that just for the coveralls in the custom world, no matter who you go to or what coveralls you're after. It's going to be more than 120. I'm pretty sure it is anyway. I mean, like I said, the Yunsil's go for, I don't know, like was it now 350, maybe more, 375. I can't remember how much they are, but they're expensive. They are amazing, but you know, but it's just crazy to think that now for that same price you can get everything, and you might as well get two. The price is that good, and the quality seems to be really up there. I mean, the body might be trash, who knows, it might be good, I don't know. We don't know anything about the body they're using. It does seem fully articulated, but all I know is coveralls pretty much guaranteed to be good. Head sculpts look fantastic. Remember, they are very brightly lit in that cabinet, so I darkened them so to bring out the details there, and doing that really brought out the accuracies in the sculpts of the paint apps. But yeah, all of that for 120 bucks. And here are some Tanila's coveralls in 1/4 scale. So this is quarter scale, and he's clocking in at about 19 inches tall. But again, these are a nice little preview of what you can probably expect from the 1/6 scale Trick or Treat figure. I did weather these a fair bit. Made some oil stains and stuff like that because they're coveralls, you know, second-hand coveralls. He just snatched them off some fool before he went around Haddonfield doing his thing. But yeah, great stuff. Again, you can tell by the stitching, the buttons, just the overall look. That's Tanila's work right there. Again, you can tell by the collar. Collar always gives away who did what. And there's the Yunsil's. Man, those are expensive. If you want a pair of those, it gets kind of silly, to be honest with you. And they might have to lower their price now. I mean, it's great work, trust me, but I don't know, man. It's really, really, really expensive. So we'll see what effect the Trick or Treat release, you know, of all these different 1/6 scale Myers figures is going to do to the custom world as far as prices go, or demand, or, you know. But you can't beat custom. I mean, look at this Hobo Myers here. That's One's Customs head, C Creations clothing. I mean, it's just super, super, super detailed. And Shadow Fergo knife on Instagram. Forget about it, man. I keep showing that because it's too good. That knife is ridiculous. Alright, well that's it, folks. Just wanted to do a little Myers session with you, talk about some of that stuff. I mean, like I said, Justin Mabry did the sculpt on this Trick or Treat mask, and it really does look like they shrunk that down to 1/6 scale. This was reworked, obviously, by Simon Brandolino on Instagram. He rehaired it and repainted it. Got it looking great. So yeah, man. Seriously pumped and excited and very impressed with what I've seen today from Trick or Treat Studios. And hey, work a little Joker in for you. Looking pretty sweet. Look at that. Yep. Alright. Those of you that haven't checked out already, I just did recently, a couple of videos back, I did a huge room tour going around everything in the collection, showing it to you close up. It's like an hour long, just going in depth about everything that's here. So go ahead and check it out. But until next time, well, probably till tomorrow, 9 PM UK time, do a bit of live stream action with you guys, talk about what we've seen today. And yeah. Alright. Very impressed. Very, very impressed. Just hurry up and release them, because I want them. I want them now. I need them. I need them in my life. All right, guys, like the video, subscribe if you haven't done already. Check me out on Instagram and Facebook at DNight333. And if you want to join up with the Night Vision Army on Patreon for $1 a month, doing the channel full time, any help would be appreciated. Help keep the channel nice and relevant and bring you those up-to-date reviews. Whoa, almost lost the knife. Come back. And that's sharp. And that blood. Yeah, sweet. I'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for all your awesome comments on the videos and interactions. Always good to hear from you. See you soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.